My second son, who likes animals, is constantly bringing home abandoned puppies from an animal shelter. Since we are in no position to raise all these puppies, we just take care of them till the time of adoption. While they love my second son and my wife and are always running after them, but when it comes to me, who is speechless and motionless, they just turn away after one sniff. When I am with my friends without my eye-texting computer or text-to-speech capability, since all I can do is just wink for yes, our times quickly turn to awkward silence. Even though I'm able to communicate through Facebook, Kakao Talk, and email with eye-tracking computers, people limit their communication to only responding to my initial message. And even then, they express their burden by saying, "This must be so hard for you. You don't need to send these messages anymore." At times, it seems that I am living in another world. As a person who is physically dead and only spiritually alive, living as a dead man, I seem to be living in a transitional world between this world and the afterlife. When I look back to my relationships, the only active interactions were things that were in common. My life was comprised entirely of seeing what I wanted to see, hearing what I wanted to hear, and saying what I wanted to say. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. I am living in a world where my body is dead and only the spirit is alive. Therefore, I think about the things in my past that I hold truly dear. Because of this, I proclaim the message of love and salvation, but people don't seem to hear me. Perhaps they can't hear me because they are not suffering from the same conditions, and my words to them seem like something from another world. At times, I see even us, the children of God, loving others selectively, contingent on our interest of them and our compatibility with them. It seems that people often think their situation is a different matter, and they seem to think that things can only be as they are. They say to themselves, "It is not that I don't love or hate someone, but I can't because I have been hurt and I am a victim." He is sitting among the poor, covered with wounds. The others unbind all their wounds at the same time and then bind them up again. But he unbinds one at a time and binds it up again. Henry Nouwen, the wounded healer. In this world, there are people who are easily hurt, as there are earthen vessels that are easily breakable. There are also those who easily hurt others without even knowing that they are hurted. Even though I'm a person who can't even move a finger, a sister in Christ came to me and described her hurt as, "I'm sorry to say this in front of someone who is really sick, but what I am going through feels more painful." I believe that all of us are living with a hurt that is all our own and is difficult to bear. While we hurt, when we deal with and heal one hurt at a time in Jesus, we will then be able to see the hurt in someone else and have the heart to comfort them. Living in another world, I now have a glimpse of God's heart, a bit of understanding. I think about God, who is love, looking at the world and humanity, who have lost their way to salvation and love, being so heartbroken that he sent his only son. Then I think about the enormity of Jesus' love, who demonstrated his love for us by crying out with the message of love and salvation to the moment of his death on the cross. At times, we need to disconnect from the everyday things of the world and take time to connect with another world. At the moment, we will connect with the one who has been continuously and constantly calling out to me. Then we will get a glimpse of and notice all those who are waiting for my love and my attention.